I'm sad. I just woke up. As you can see, my hair is like all a mess and everything. I just literally woke up. And it breaks my heart because Pope Francis died. And I know a lot of you don't care, but I'm Catholic and I do care. For the past 12 years, he has been an amazing person, helped a lot of people, billions, billions, and billions of people. And at the age of 88, sorry, he just the way that I'm feeling right now is just like losing a parent. Hi, welcome to my channel. Right now, I'm just really upset, and the fact that the Pope has passed away really kind of bothers me. Um, just like I'm lost for words, and I'm never lost for words. So, um, like the first Latin American pontiff, and he watched over the Catholic Church for, God, like more than 12 years. But the one thing that I'm very grateful for him. Hi, welcome to my channel. I'm just talking about how upset I am about the fact that um, the Pope passed away. He was very important to me, and it breaks my heart. It breaks my heart. Hi, Milo. How are you? So, I'm not too sure if you are if you're a Catholic or not, but I'm very Catholic, and it really upsets me for the fact that hi Michelle, thanks for coming to my channel. But it really just breaks my heart that he passed away, because losing a pope is just like losing your parent. And it just really upsets me that he's gone. So at 7:35 in the morning in Rome, that's when he passed away. Sorry, my makeup's like all coming off. This is great. But he returned to his home of the Father. And I'm very grateful that he's not suffering anymore. it breaks my heart, and I'm so sorry that, it doesn't hit other people. But, I mean, the day before he died, he tried to speak, and you can see that he visibly was having problems. But I am just so proud of his strength and his commitment and everything. And I know the Catholic Church is not perfect, but at least he tried to make a difference. And when he came to Canada, it was like 2022, and I'm from Canada, and when they found all the mass graves, and when they were dealing with the residential schools for Indigenous people, the residential schools were very, very horrible. A horrible thing that they could ever go into. And if you can look into the history, type Canada residential schools, and you will see why it was so important for somebody to acknowledge. So, can you please not spam me with like 4,000 million stuff? Because, like, to me, I just don't think that's appropriate, especially when I'm talking about something so serious. So, when he was here, he acknowledged the fact that the Catholic Church did a lot of wrong to Indigenous peoples in our country. And that was a big step for healing for some Indigenous peoples. So, I just, I just don't think I want you in my room when you're going to be this disgusting and this rude. You're not going to be on my channel if you're going to be ignorant. To me, that's just disgusting. Hi, Tina. I'm just really, really, I feel sorry for your loss, and you may consider the fact that YouTube isn't a great place for sharing personal stories. What the hell is wrong with you, Domingo? It's not my personal story. It is a public figure. And I will say whatever I want to say, so you're free to walk out of this room at any point in any time. It is something that really upsets me, and this is what my channel is about real life. So if you don't like it, that's just too damn bad for you. So you're free to walk out of here at any point, at any time. I am talking about the Pope Francis passing away. Yeah, I've said that multiple times. That's very rude. That's very ignorant. And if you can't be considerate, then I'm so sorry. But I will go back to what I was saying. Thank you. The fact that, he was out there and he was trying to talk, but he wasn't having the energy to do it yesterday, just showed a lot about his commitment and his strength and who he was. And then the next day he passed. He made his final appearance for the people, for the people who believe in Catholicism. And the fact that he did that was so amazing. Yesterday, I was not feeling good, and I was supposed to go and be with like some friends, but I chickened out and I said, no, I'm not feeling good, so I'm going to stay home. So the fact that he was dying, he knew he was sick, and he still went out and did it, was amazing. You know, and he blessed the crowd of people in St. Peter's Basilica. You know, when he says brothers and sisters, you know, we're all one. We're all one family. And it breaks my heart that he's gone. At one point, somebody gave a baby and he touched the baby. That is a huge blessing. You know, Catholic and non-Catholic people were honored to be in his presence because he was such an amazing person. He was a spiritual leader that, you know, was there for the poor, the weak. You know, LGBTQ 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, whatever the hell those numbers are. I'm sorry if I'm not politically correct because there's so many of them. And I do have a gay son, so I respect it. You know, environmental rights, he was also there. So it really was an amazing, you know, feat that he did. And safeguarding our planet and our people's rights and just being there for the whole entire world. Can you imagine having a job where you are responsible for the whole entire world? Wow. No, thank you. You know, we say goodbye to a great man. You know, who, even though he was battling his own issues, still was there for us. Can we say that we would do the same? Because God only knows, yesterday I was not feeling good and I missed out Easter celebration with my friends. So, you can hear I'm still sick. But it's just, yeah, the Pope, Tina, passed away this morning, 7:45 Rome time. So yeah, it's been a very, very sad moment. And Tina knows. Have a beautiful day, Tina. I'll see you soon. But the Pope Francis, you know, just was amazing. You know, he suffered from a chronic lung disease. And I don't know if a lot of people know, but he had one of his lungs removed when he was a young man. You know, on Valentine's Day, when he was admitted to the hospital with pneumonia, it developed into double pneumonia. And for the fact that he was in the hospital for over a month, I think it was like 5 weeks, it showed that his reign was ending. And there were so many days that people thought that his illness could be the end. And sorry, I've got tears running down my face. But he didn't resign. He fought through it. And it was such an amazing show of strength. And for people who don't know me or don't know what I've gone through fire, I've gone through abuse. I was homeless for 9 months because I fled it. I lost my cats and my beautiful Serafina. I've lost all my money. I've been sick myself. I've been injured because of domestic violence. Like, you can still see it's getting better, but you know, like, and then I have it all over my legs. I am a fighter. And having somebody like the Pope show me how to be resilient was very important. Because my prayers and my faith is very important to me, and nobody will ever take that away from me. Many people have tried, but they'll never take it away from me. So you know, just before my birthday, he returned back to the Vatican, and we thought that he was getting better, but he wasn't. So now, I don't know, there's going to be a lot of things that have to be decided, and it just breaks my heart. Abigail, I am so sorry about your friend that passed away last year. May my heartfelt sympathies go out to you, your friends, and your family and their family. So, as for the dates of the funeral, nobody knows yet because it's just happened. But between the 4th and the 6th day, they have to bury him. And then after the funeral is finished, there's 9 days of mourning. So during that point, that's when they have to start deciding who's going to be the next pope and doing their election, I guess, like their voting of who they want to be the next pope. And then they decide that poof, a smoke comes out. Black smoke will indicate that no pope has been chosen, while white smoke will indicate that the cardinals have chosen the next head of the Catholic Church. It just breaks my heart. It just breaks my heart. Sorry. It just breaks my heart. So I just want to say thank you to everybody who came on here and listened to me. It just breaks my heart. It does. It's like, after the funeral, that's when the days of mourning start. But for me, it is now starting since I just found this out. And this will show that I'm a real person. I feel. It may be emotional, but it's something that's important to me. And everybody is entitled to their own faith and their own beliefs. I'm just lost for words. I'm just numb. Numb. Good morning. What a way to wake up. Thank you. And thank you for everybody who's come in and listened to me. I just feel like so much has happened in the last little while. And it's kind of hard to process, but it's not. We will get a new pope. Things will hopefully be better. Things will hopefully be changing. People will, I don't know. There's a thing that I keep looking at that's kind of making me laugh. I don't know if you can, hold on, let me see if I can do this. That's what it is. Pet policemen, costumes, pet dogs and cats. Aren't these freaking cute? They're hilarious. Hilarious. Oh, I don't think I did this right. There we go. You know, somebody just sent me this. 6 events that defined Francis's papacy. Preference for the poor. Action on climate change. Death penalty is out. Interfaith dialogue. Pope for the pandemic. Pope in a conflict zone. Yeah. I just wanted to show you this.
Cari fratelli e sorelle, buona Pasqua. Il maestro di cerimonia di leggere.
Well, that was it. It was sad. Very sad to see him struggle the way he did. Hi, Iljaz. How are you? Today is just kind of a very sad day. Well, everybody, I think I'm going to be getting off. So I hope you all have a beautiful day. Make some great choices. Be happy. And surround yourself with great people. Take care, everybody.